Hey, what's happening, everybody? It's your old pal Mr. Butter coming back at you, and I'm actually shooting this video on Yeezy Day. I've hit for a pair of 700s, in the draw for a pair of 700 V3s. I'm really hoping to hit either Turtle Doves, Red Stripes, or a pair of Foam Runners in my own size. I keep striking out on slides. They've hidden the links, to go in and enter the queue for those pairs, and I've gotten in each time, but I keep on taking L's. But oh well, that can be expected on Yeezy Day. I'm happy to have one W so far. I hope you all are getting some W's if you're chasing some pairs as well. Today, I don't want to get into a pair of Yeezys. I want to get into another pair of Dunk Lows. This pair dropped on the Sneakers app. Just being honest with y'all, I don't really know how I'm feeling about this pair. From pictures, I thought I'll either really like them or they'll kind of not be for me. I've taken a quick look at them and I'm still kind of on the fence, but I want to give you all a good look at them and let you all decide for yourself whether or not this is a pair you'd like to cop or not. If you're into kicks and you feel like hanging out, then hit that subscribe button. Let's take a look at these washed teal, bleach coral, Dunk Lows. I don't know if you can see or not, but there's actually like fingerprints and smudges all over this box, both on the outside and on the paper. I put a picture on my community tab because it looks like the box that these were shipped in was busted into, and like somebody went through the box but saw what shoes it was and then they decided that it wasn't worth stealing or something. I don't know, maybe that's me being pessimistic or being too throwing out too many accusations, but it really looks like they ripped my box open and went through my package, but then decided it wasn't Travis's, it wasn't Jackie's, so they'd let me have it. But hopefully that's not the case. I do know a good many people who have had shoes swiped, so I think that's unfortunate, but it definitely happens. Anyhow, standard Nike box. The tag reads Nike Dunk Low ME, and I have no idea what ME stands for. So if you know, then let me know down in the comments. The colors are labeled as washed teal and bleached coral. I got a size 10, that's what I always go with on Dunk Lows. And then here they are. They definitely have like a snakeskin type look, and whenever I initially saw pictures of these on the Nike app, I assumed that maybe this one was a women's release. These were actually available in full men's sizes, and now having them in hand, again, they're not overly feminine, but a lot of times Nike takes shoes that are unique like this and they'll limit it to women's sizing only. So I'm glad they didn't do that on this pair. But I think they're very unique. They're very summery looking, if that's even a word. But I think that this texture that you see on there, that's pretty cool looking. And it definitely has the look of like a snakeskin or something like that. I thought that it would feel kind of more textured to the touch, but it actually feels pretty smooth. So I don't know if it's something that's just like printed on there or what, but it almost looks like they just like pressed that unique pattern on there, and it kind of looks like there's a little bit of like suede or something sticking out in between where those scales are. I don't know if you can see that or not. I think my preview is about to shut off because it's overheating out here in the sun, and it's so dim right now that I can't see what I'm showing you, but hopefully you can see that. I think they're really neat looking, very unique looking. There's not really a lot of resell or anything on them, and along with thinking that maybe these were a women's release whenever I first saw them, I also got reminded of a watermelon. These definitely have like watermelon type colors, and I don't mind that at all. That's just what they remind me of. But you can see that we've got this bleached coral, which Nike is going all in on here recently for the swoosh. Then on the tag, the Nike labeling there on the heel, and then also on the outsole. But this swoosh is kind of just like a felt material. It's not like a high-end leather or suede or anything. It's just, a standard synthetic felt type material. But as I already pointed out, the outsole, we have this bleached coral color. I like how bright it is, and I don't think it's overly girly. And I think it's closer to like a peach color than a pink, but I don't know if that even makes sense. But it definitely looks more peachish in hue whenever you have them here in person. But we got the standard dunk tread pattern, pivot point in the front, Nike branding in the midfoot. You've all seen it before. And then that bleached coral color comes up to meet a white midsole with bright white stitching. And it's just a very like fresh looking shoe. You know, it definitely seems like a shoe for this warm weather. Definitely a hot day today, as you can hear the AC kicking on. But then coming up from that bright white midsole, this is my favorite thing about the shoe, is just this really neat texture. It reminds me of like the swoosh on the Allemand Jordan 1s, just how they give you that snake skin kind of finish. And like I mentioned before, it's not really textured or anything, but it definitely has that appearance of snakeskin, having all those scales on it. And you can see there's little spots that are darker than the rest of it, and it's just a really neat finish. But we have that finish on the mudguard, going up the eye stays, and then wrapping around the heel on the back. And it's just very unique. I don't have any dunks that look like this, so I appreciate that. On the base of the shoe, we just have a standard smooth white dunk leather. It feels synthetic. It looks fine, but it's definitely a synthetic material. You can see that we have these perforations here on the toe box, and then we have more of that kind of synthetic feeling white leather for the side panels. And we get a peek of it here up around the collar, where we also have those lines of stitching that I like in the back. And then I really like the way that heel tab looks up by the ankle of the shoe, with that fake snakeskin texture and then the bleached coral Nike branding stitched on there. I think that's pretty dope looking. So we have a bright white tongue to match this bright white leather, and it's just a standard dunk tongue. Has that nylon type feel to it. And then we have some washed teal piping going along the edges of that, and at the top we have a washed teal tag with some bleached coral Nike branding on it. The laces that they gave us are just some flat dunk laces in that washed teal color. Matches that greenish turquoise color on the rest of the shoe. And then for the sock liner and the insole, they gave us more of that washed teal color. And again, we have some bleached coral Nike branding down on the insole. But that was just a quick look at these. Let me know what you all think about them. I don't know if this is one I'll keep in the collection or not. They're definitely cool looking. I've been grabbing a lot of dunks lately, and I kind of have to weed out which ones I'm keeping and which ones I'm moving along. There's not a lot of profit to be made in these or anything, but I just don't know if I would wear this colorway that much, if I'm being honest. But that being said, they're definitely unique, and there's not a lot of QC errors or anything like that, so I think that's pretty cool. I mean, they definitely look clean. But let me know what you all think about them, and I hope you all have a great day. I'm out.